Hello, everybody. This is Professor TK the Chemist, and I wanted to come on tonight to do a quick video and to ask the question, is Black history still relevant? Is there such thing as Black History Month? The reason why I bring this up is because from time to time we get these questions that come up with kids where they don't know their history, and I often wonder why. So if you think about the month of Black history, is it relevant? We need to ask ourselves, why should we or should we not celebrate Black history? So I'm going to pose this question to you. Do you think Black history is relevant? Should we celebrate Black history just for the month of February, or should we celebrate it 365? I'll answer that question for you. We should celebrate it 365. It should not just be centered for just the month of February. Now, if we go through a historical aspect and look at why Black history was only during February, we have to ask Dr. Carter G. Woodson, why did you come up with Black History Month only during February? Well, if you know the history, you will know why. Let's take a look as to why. First off, Dr. Carter G. Woodson wanted to recognize Frederick Douglass, as well as Abraham Lincoln. Okay. Now, if you think about the aspect of why those two men, well, let's evaluate that. So I'm going to read you something quickly from the website. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so in 1926, Woodson pioneered the celebration of Negro History Week. So keep in mind that when he first came up with this concept and this idea in 1926, they only wanted it for 1 week. Now, think about that. Well, you probably saying, what week? Well, it was the second week in February to coincide with marking the birthdays of both Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass. However, it was the Black United Students and Black educators at Kent State University that founded Black History Month on February 1st, 1970. So think about it. He started Black History Week in 1926. But then you fast forward to what? 44 years later, when the students at Kent State, they said, oh no, we need to go ahead and have this a month-long celebration. And yes, it is the shortest month of the year. However, you have people who celebrate Black History 365. Now, I wear this every day, okay? I cannot take this off. Okay, I cannot take my skin off. However, if we consider what Black History Month represents to us, I believe that we as a people should continue to keep our ancestors' stories alive. You don't see Jewish people turning down their stories. Okay, they keep the Holocaust alive and they talk about their ancestors and they discuss what happened with their ancestors. As Black people, we should not be ashamed of our stories. We did not start in slavery. So we need to get that concept out of our mind that our history just started in slavery, because that is not true. It actually began a lot earlier than that, okay? It just so happens that when you look at the history books that our kids are going to school to learn out of, they start right there in slavery. Now, they may scatter over ancient Egypt, but that's another thing. When you think about ancient Egypt, you tend to associate with the pyramids, yes, but most people are ignorant of the fact that Egypt is a part of Africa. They think that because it's further north, that it has nothing to do with the continent, okay, of Africa. But I digress. So during the month of February, but I actually celebrate Black History 365, and I share stories and testimonies of our ancestors and our current leaders and scholars within the community. But every Saturday during the month of February, I'm going to take time out of my schedule to do fun things with kids online, virtually. Okay, so we're going to be dedicating this coming Saturday at 1 p.m. on Instagram and Periscope, and perhaps Facebook, and maybe YouTube, where we're going to be doing a live experiment session with the kids, whoever wants to join. And we're going to be doing some fun stuff, because my thing is, we can't say, well, they're not teaching us in school. Well, The library is free. You don't have to have money to go to the library. You can get library books and start right there. So you can't keep waiting on the schools to do what you should do in your own home. Okay, so we got to keep our legacies alive. We've got to continue to share the stories that we know about our people. And if you don't know, it's okay. Go and read some books about them. Okay, about our ancestors. We've got to keep those legacies alive. We cannot let them end when they die. We have to keep them going. So it is our job as leaders, scholars, educators, and the likes thereof to keep those stories going. Parents, you should keep those stories going. Again, there's more than just Dr. Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, Coretta Scott King, Malcolm X, Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman. Okay, there are more than that's just those people. And while I love them, our history should not just be confined to just knowing about the same people. We need to elevate our knowledge base. And we can do that together. Okay? All right, so join me on this platform Saturday at 1 p.m. Periscope, TK the Chemist 01. My handle on Instagram, TK the Chemist. Right here on YouTube and Facebook, My Gems Science Center. I look forward to embracing the STEM component during the month of February with our children. Let's have fun.